What is going on, YouTube? Hopefully everybody is doing very well. Hopefully you're doing amazing when you watch this video. So today I'm going to do a review, as you can tell from the title, on the Snap-on Polartec Plus r134a AC machine. So obviously this isn't going to be for guys that are new into the business. I do plan on doing videos for kind of the entry-level guys. I think that those guys need help. We need to help them and giving them advice and info on obviously getting into the business, and then as well as for tools and stuff also. Unfortunately, most of the time, as if you're watching this stuff, more than likely you're in the automotive industry or somewhere around the trades field industry. And I know it's not just in the automotive field, but unfortunately, a lot of times, anytime you get into this field, everybody's trying to talk people out of it. When I got into the field, everybody told me, don't do it, find something else to do, you'll hate it, blah, 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 all this stuff, which was not the case. I love it. I enjoy working on cars. Every day I enjoy owning my own business. I run a small automotive shop. I just started it as of this video about a year ago. So anyway, so that's just a little side note. I think that we need to do a better job at encouraging people to get into the business and get involved, because we're at a huge loss of mechanics and technicians. So depending on where you're at is what they call them. So anyway, so yeah, so that was just a little side note. Sorry about that, but I just think it's good and something we need to talk about for sure, because it's not talked about too much. So anyways, so as you can see, this is the Polartec Plus R134A. I don't do a ton of AC work yet. I know as time goes on, I'll be getting more into it as I get busier with more clients and such. And so I kind of went back and forth on a Robinair and a Snap-on machine. It's quite a big price difference if you're buying a Snap-on machine full MSRP. I did not pay that. I got it on promo, and then I got some sort of special on top of that. And then I traded. I had one of those mobile, fully sealable toolboxes. I forget what they're called, but the military uses them as well, and they like seal up. They look like Pelican boxes. Is probably who makes them, to be honest. So I had one of those, and since I started the shop. When I bought this, I didn't need it anymore, so I traded it in. He gave me a good deal on that, so that is actually why I went with the Snap-on. I love Robinairs as well, so if you're looking between the two, Robinairs are great. I mean, almost every shop you go into, you'll see a Robinair. One of the biggest things I heard on this particular model, or the Snap-on machines, not this particular one, but the Snap-on machines in general, is that they're slower than Robinairs, which I can confirm they are slower. It's not like it's a drastic difference, and so maybe if you're a shop looking for a faster machine or something, it might not be the best option for you. Or if your guys only have one bay, you don't have a bay to do AC work, and do the charge and evac and recharge on a separate bay, or maybe a flat stall somewhere, then I wouldn't recommend it. But if you have an area that you can do this on the side, then you're never gonna know. It's nice because it's got the light, so you can keep track if you're working on something else. For me, I have a bay right here behind you can't see it, and then I have another smaller mid-rise lift over here for now, and then eventually we'll move and get a bigger building as well. So I didn't really care too much about that. The one thing I did like about this comparatively to other machines is it has a database in it that gives you specifications. So when I was at Honda, it really wasn't that big of a deal, because most of them I knew, and then you were doing a lot of the same vehicles, so you knew a lot of the specifications, and the stickers are in the same place on almost all of them. So it just made it easy to find your specifications for Freon and oils and stuff like that. But this one actually has it built into it, which I think is really cool. So I'm gonna pull you off here and pull you closer so that way we can see it. So yeah, so it does it fully automatic, which is cool, and then it does manual as well. Obviously, it's pretty much gonna be, I think, set up like pretty much any certain one. But yeah, you can put in the license plate in the vehicle, And then you can, so this is basically to check, obviously, previous vehicles that I've done, if I need to go back and check history, which is really cool. You know, obviously, if a customer came in and then came back and their Freon was still leaking somewhere else or something, or if you made a mistake it's nice to go back. And then so you can set up everything, all of your information in here. I'm not going to go through all of that stuff. And then of course this is for your maintenance on the actual machine itself. So, and then this tells you how much is in there. So what I liked about this particular machine is you don't have the bottle on it. So it's super light, like super easy to move. It's got pretty big wheels so you can roll it over stuff really easy. That was one of the huge selling points, I guess, that I liked about it. Like I said, I ended up going with Snap-on just because of the deal, but this was just a huge bonus in the fact that you just put all the Freon in the machine and you don't have a tank on the back that weighs it down even more. Obviously, if the tank's empty, it's not that big of a deal. So when you go in here, you go into, I'm gonna do manual procedure. I'm obviously not gonna do anything right here, but I'll go charge. And then you go here to database. So then I can pick whatever vehicle that I want. So let's say I have a Honda Accord on my rack right now. So I'm gonna go Honda Accord. It's a 13 Accord. So they've got it weird in there. 13 to 15 Honda Accord. So it tells me how much Freon I need to put in there. And then you can actually change, I think, the way it reads. I do pounds, so, but you can change that stuff, and then if you just hit next, it changes to the next Accord. So if you accidentally hit the wrong one, you can still go there. I've actually never hit this info button. Apparently there's no info button. So anyways, so yeah, so that's pretty cool. Like I said, it helps you right there on the spot. You can look that up, get that information. So that way you're not trying to find it in All Data or Mitchell or whatever you use. You can just go through on that. And then like I said, you can do, you can go through and do an automatic. So literally all you do is you just set your vacuum time. And if you want auto oil injection, your charge amount, you can still pull up your database. And then you just hit enter here. And then obviously I didn't put in anything, so it won't let me go. But that's pretty much it. So on the side here, I'll give you guys just a run over of the machine. So this is where you put your oils and stuff. One of these is waste oil. I can't remember honestly exactly. This is just your oil, and then, oh, this is the used, I'm sorry, duh. So that's, one's for PAG, one's for dye, and then that's your waste, your used oil there that drains out. And then, duh, it's right there. Sorry, I don't pay attention when I'm recording. I don't know what's under here. Oh, that's the dryer. So for service, which is actually kind of nice because it's right there. And then on the back, it has this, and then this unlocks and locks. I can't remember exactly, but it unlocks and locks something. I can't specifically remember. I have to look back in the owner's manual. And then there's your oil level. Now, I will say one thing I was disappointed about when I bought this was low, actually. I mean, it wasn't below the minimum, but it was definitely down below. And then when I looked into the maintenance manual or whatever to maintenance it or whatnot, they said make sure it's at that max line. And I'm like, what the heck? You guys sent it without enough in there. So that was kind of a weird thing. And then your hoses sit over here. So that's cool. So there's a nice little area for the hoses to sit. It's actually pretty convenient. It's nice. And then you got your big tires in the back, your swivel ones in the front, and they lock. That's pretty much it. It comes with a couple tools for servicing, and then your it's basically a weight ball to check, to calibrate the machine is what that's for. And then this is the little key to lock and unlock it. So this is mine, and that is mine as well. I actually don't know what that's from, so I guess it doesn't matter. So yeah, so that's pretty much it, you guys. Like I said, as it's running and stuff, if you do automatic, this light will change color. So when it's ready and it needs you, it'll blink red, and it'll say, like, it'll make like an audible tone as well, which is cool. So if you're working in another bay across the shop or something, you have a flat bay, you can still keep an eye on it. I'm pretty sure the Robinairs and stuff do that as well. So, you know, it just depends on which model you want to go to. I will put in the description below the part number. This is the Polartec Plus, so I wanted a printer. That was a big deal for me because I like to be able to give the customer as much information as possible. So anytime I do a job, I will do obviously an evac, and it prints out, it puts on there how much it evac. So if it's got nothing in the system, and then I can have another paper to show them how much I charge, how long I vacuumed it, how much oil I put in, and how much I charged it. So that way you can protect yourself as the technician and the shop. So if you just happen to run into some random crazy person that says, oh, you never charged up my AC or whatever, you can say, nope, I've got the print off. You give them a copy, you have a copy for yourself. It's in your database as well. So you have all of that information in there to protect yourself, so that way you're not running into issues and you say, nope, I gave you a print off. It's here in our database. We evac and recharged it. So anyways, hopefully you guys liked the video. Like I said, I'm going to try to keep doing more stuff like this. It'll be kind of across the board, doesn't really matter. Snap-on, Milwaukee. I've got a couple new Milwaukee tools coming here soon. There's been a ton of reviews on them, so I'm just going to kind of just do an overview, maybe work on a car with them or something, just show them in action, I'm not sure. And then hopefully a new TPMS tool. I have the Snap-on TPMS 4, and it works okay, but it's kind of a pain when you have to hook the scan tool up as well, and then you're trying to do both at the same time. So we'll see. I haven't decided 100%, but I've got some other stuff I'm going to do as well, some other tools that I've just had for a long time. So maybe some top 5 tools, or tools you can't live without. There's definitely several that I know that I feel like I couldn't live without. So those are always nice too, especially for the new guys when they're trying to figure out what they need and what they need to buy in the business. Those are the kind of videos I want to do for that. So awesome. Thanks guys. Appreciate you watching the video. If you like the content, like and subscribe. I know the videos aren't crisp and clean and clear and edited yet. At some point I plan on getting into that and doing that more. But for now I'm just going to keep uploading them like this. So hopefully you're okay with the raw unedited stuff. I really truly appreciate everybody who watches the videos and all my subscribers that have already subscribed. I'm actually blown away. You guys are really, really awesome. So thank you so much. Have an awesome day. See ya.